Hey, Eric.
Hey, Chris.
How many times have you seen anime?
How many animes have I seen?
Yeah.
I've watched all of Eva. I've watched one episode of Cowboy Bebop 20 years ago. I've watched Twilight of the Dark Master, everybody's favorite anime.
That no one's heard of.
And
You've seen some
I've
Dragon
watched
Ball?
one episode of Gundam with you up here, and I watched Dragon Ball Kai, like 60 episodes maybe.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it.
That's not it. Eric forgot Redline.
That is my complete sum total of anime.
Eric hasn't seen anime.
I've also seen Xenogears.
Yeah, it's true.
That's anime.
That is anime. Suikoden is kind of anime as well, sort of. It's a bummer, Eric.
Hey man, I had a lot of 24 to watch in the early aughts.
It's true. Damn it. I try to think about what the perfect Eric anime would be, and it never comes to me.
I don't know it either. I'm sorry.
Yeah, one day it will.
I just have an appreciation for things that are over the top and not just mindless action, but like a lot of violence that rides the line between cool and hilarious. Like Crank 2 is the pinnacle of human achievement.
Yeah, I think I can work with that. If I start with that foundation, I can work with that.
Just go out like 10 degrees on either side of Crank 2 and you'll find something I enjoy.
JoJo's?
I have that for Dreamcast.
I've not seen the anime. I've only read it, but it does fit that. Fist of the North Star, maybe?
I have that for PS4. I've played that.
Okay.
It's a secret Yakuza game.
I think JoJo's Bizarre Adventure might be the true answer here. Anyway, would you like to hear some hot sounds that I've recorded?
Yup.
Welcome to Retrograde Amnesia, a comprehensive podcast where we discuss classic JRPGs chapter by chapter, beat by beat. This is the first part of Season 4. Covering
Part 1.
Part 1.
Part 1.
Yes. Part 2 will be Suikoden 2, by the way. This is Suikoden. My name is Chris. I'm joined by Eric. Hello, Eric. Nice to see you.
Cough, cough.
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 Cough. We don't have cough buttons, but we do have a fake net button, but we're not going to press it yet because today we are joined by the Real Net,
That's right.
a collective of patrons who are listening to us
A collective of patrons who are listening to us record live.
Yes, that's right. You too can join this Real Net at patreon.com/retroam and access our bonus content. Go there and find out what it all is because it's good. Usually. You can listen to us try to explain the entire plot of Xenogears, Chrono Cross, or Final Fantasy VIII to our spouses. It's great. This episode of this podcast actually is brought to you by Flip Minix. Oh, Flip Minix. Hey, Flip Minix, what's up? Nice to see you again.
I believe Flip Minix found us on Resetera.
Resetera?
Yeah.
Reset Era?
Resetera.
Resetera? Is that how you really say
It's
it?
open to pronunciations. You choose the one you like the most.
I've always said Resetera. I've always said Reset Era.
I realize it's intercapped like that, but it's funner to say the other one.
Okay, well, I appreciate Flip Minix for finding us on Reset Era.
I think that's true.
And also being a part of the community. So we appreciate you, Flip Minix. Thank you.
Nada, Chris.
So, Chris, last time we were in the
No,
Dwarves-
fake net.
Oh, shit.
I woke up early for this shit.
We're also joined with the Fake Net, our post-production AI companion, and the person who killed all those damn dead ninjas in Cyber Shadow that you found and got powers from.
Initializing fake net.
I always wanted to die in Mecha City.
Hello, fake net.
Hello, Crisp.
Thanks for joining us tonight as well. We appreciate you. Sometimes.
Thanks for
Jesus
the ninja
Christ.
power.
Yeah, I like ninja power. Nimpo. So, Eric, we've gone from wet elf in bed to
Big dwarves in our head.
big dwarves, some kobolds along the way, smelly dogs. Races are fighting.
We're just
and-
visiting the zoo.
Yeah, it's wild here. I don't feel comfortable with anything that's going on in this game.
Like,
but
imagine if you had to go to the zoo and ask the animals for help for your war.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. I mean, we do know that our forces are only like a couple of dumbasses and the Varkas and Sidonia's bandits.
And a cop.
Yeah. And former police officers such as ourselves. Kind of. But now we are here in the middle of the Elven Dwarven saga where we are trying to but help the elves avoid the wrath of Kwanda Rosman and his burning mirror, which is some sort of magical object which can burn down forests and whatnot. And we have gone to the... Do we know why we're at it?
Because the dwarves can make like an anti-mirror technology.
Okay, we're asking them about this fucking
Yeah.
shit. Okay, I got it.
We go to the top right house. It's a guy in a blue cape with a golden winged helmet. He's in here alone. We speak to him. He is a portrait, an intimidating black, flowing facial hair face blue jewel in the center of his helmet. Says, well, what unusual visitors, human and elf, hand in hand.
He's kind of scoffing at us a little bit. Like, this is very sarcastic.
Yeah, I think he's like looking on the elf for resorting to befriending a human to make a pact to ask him something.
Mm-hmm.
We party out, and Kirkus wants to ask the chief of the dwarves for a favor.
Yeah.
My guy turns to the left and says, a proud elf asking a lowly dwarf for a favor. Valeria cuts through the shit and asks the dwarf if he's heard of something called the Burning Mirror.
Burning Mirror.
Burning mirror.
It's like, yeah, I got one.
Yeah, my guy hops. I love it when they hop in this game, dude. It's the ultimate, it's the only emote, actually. He's like, yeah, it's one of our treasures.
He ho-ho laughs, not hi-ho laughs, and says
Ho-ho.
that all the elves are going to die. It's like, yeah, I've got one of those fucking things. It's
Yeah.
going to kill all of you.
He literally says, I hope all the elves are killed. I think Valeria tells him that Quanda Roseman has stolen their blueprints. So
Yeah.
he's not upset about that at first. But then Kirkus can't believe this shit. The chief continues, besides, do you expect me to believe one of you sluggish humans really succeeded in stealing a blueprint from us,
Yeah.
the dwarves? Valeria says it's true that Kage stole the blueprint.
Oh, we've met Kage never betrays a contract, so I'm not
I
surprised.
don't understand. Is Kage just, is he a mercenary ninja? Is that what
Yes.
ninjas actually do?
Yes, he
So
did.
he's working both sides. Kage is the true power of this universe.
Yeah, he's working both sides of the war so that he can continue to make profits.
So he's making both sides case, right?
Both sides case plays.
Yes.
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 He is. He really is playing both sides. He's like fucking Emperor Palpatine.
So he's a blueprint theft freelancer. But Palpatine was playing both sides for his side. Does Kage have a side?
Yeah,
Is
profit.
Kage seen again?
Profit.
So he's Quark. Ninja Quark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eric Kage's got
I
a
can work with that. That's good.
Kage's got a portrait, so yeah, we're going to see him again.
Oh, pfft, okay.
Probably. Well, actually, maybe not. I'm not sure.
The
Anyway,
chief
go.
denies this reality. Ho ho, you have to prove such human competence. You're saying a human can break into our vault. Try it then. We get a choice. We can let's give it a try, or better not. Do you try better not, Chris? Hell no, you said you're going to give it a try. You want to play this video game.
I'm always going to give it a try.
I say we'll give it a try, and he replies, ho ho, what fun. Then try to steal the running water route.
Is that what he said? Running water route? Okay.
what I got.
I wrote sacred water route question mark because I pressed the button too fast. Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely Xing through conversations too fast here. It's a hair trigger on that PlayStation controller.
Yeah.
If you can do that, I'll believe your story. Our vault is due north of this village. It's way too big to build here, ho ho.
So we have to break into his vault in order to prove our goddamn point, then he will help us.
Yeah, it seems like if you're breaking into a vault, you're going to like break the mechanisms that keep the vault safe, right?
Yeah. This feels contrived in a weird way, but also we need RPG quest right now. So
Yeah. I mean, it is definitely a point A to B. We don't have time to think about this. Just fucking do it.
yeah. Mm-hmm. It would be strange if we just had to go to the dwarves, speak with them, and then go back. So they've got to give us something to do. Some sort of dungeon time needs to be created.
Even though the elves didn't have their own dungeon. Well, actually, we were in a dungeon. It was called Jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. World map. I go north and find a giant door in a mountain. This has to be the vault, Chris.
Yes.
Music. Pimp.
Pimpe. Pimp. Yep. And we are.
Those are the words to it.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, that's the vocal version. It's in the. Yeah. Mhm.
Check out the outtakes where I've just pasted Chris saying pimp 100 times over that song.
Pimp. Okay, great.
Give me a clean pimp.
Pimp. It's just one.
That's fine. I'll work with that. You're good.
Pimp. Pimpa.
50 Cent is here, folks.
So I started fighting I started going down this vault here and getting into random battles with Crimson Dwarves.
Hold on, there's a guard.
Oh yeah,
there.
there's a guard there, and he's like, yeah, you can go in.
The vault can't be opened by a stupid elf. He then gets the hell out of our way.
Yeah, just one guy guarding the stairs.
Yes. But, I mean, it's a vault. You don't. The vault seals itself. So, yeah, you started fighting things here. And what'd you fight?
Crimson Dwarves?
Yeah, we're just killing dwarves in their own vault as part of the test.
Yeah, and Death Machines, which are some upgraded versions of Jupo's LePont robot
Yeah, I'm starting to
soldiers.
think Jupo made his bones by selling his blueprint. Or maybe he, like, stole the blueprints from the dwarves to make his own shit.
Hello, fellow thieves. Yeah, and at this point in time, I was like, oh, fuck. I wish I really would have cheated Marco because I am getting my ass kicked and I don't have enough money to really upgrade my guys' stuff right now.
Looks like the Suikoden master is bowing to the Suikoden amateur over here, Chris.
That's true. Only a master of evil.
I thought this game was playing mind tricks with me because the first screen is a gold tiled floor with one staircase, and the next screen is a gold tiled floor with one staircase, and the third screen is a gold tiled floor with one staircase.
Yeah,
There's like 5 of these.
we're creating scale, I guess.
But just going down I mean, I get
Yeah.
that, yeah, you're going down deeper and deeper and deeper, but it's like, can I have a different tile set, please? It terminates in a room with 3 goddamn lever switches, and it reminds me of that second to last dungeon in Star Ocean, at least aesthetically.
Yeah.
I cheat and find out which switches to throw, which leads me to a Sunbeam Crystal that I can probably sell later for money.
No. That's a crystal you can attach yourself onto yourself, and
Not me.
will gradually heal the user.
With like what, solar power? In this Dwarven Vault? I doubt it, Chris.
Rune power.
Sunbeam. It's powered by the sun. What is it called? Heal Crystal then?
Once it's attached to your hand, then the sun comes from within.
That sounds dangerous. Have you used a power glove? It sucks.
Yeah, true. So then we get to like a maze part, right?
Yes.
And it's, a maze.
There's no gold trim on these walls, leading me to believe I could fall into an abyss with one misstep, Chris.
Oh, well, you won't. I found a blue ribbon in here.
Nice. What's that do? Does it give you a gold star on your test?
No, it's a defensive accessory that appears to be only be able to be equipped by certain characters.
Again, men are not allowed to equip ribbons in their hair.
None of which I have. There's also a floating platform puzzle, which can only be described as a floating platform puzzle.
I got Water Dragon Isle puzzle.
Yeah, I would describe the Water Dragon Isle puzzle as a floating platform puzzle. So yes, great.
It's where you waste your time riding one platform to another, trying to...
Yeah, who invented this shit?
These aren't exactly as cruel and complicated as I initially expected. It's fine. There aren't that many options, so it's really easy to actually get through.
Yeah, that's true.
This leads to, like, in between these puzzle rooms, we're going down floors that are just multiple floors of the exact same thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which is where the escape talisman sure came in handy later, Chris.
Indeed. I'm glad I told you what that was in the previous episode of Retrograde Amnesia.
I listened because I edited it yesterday.
Oh.
At the end, the floor changes to a blue marble kind of tiling. The wall turns kind of a rust color. And then a small non-maze room leads to a large room with a big granite tablet and 2 white salt licks.
Yeah, big bone licks.
What's the tablet say?
It's fiddle dee diddle dee piddle dee doo.
This reminded me of the Jackie Treehorn sketch scene.
Yeah.
Where he like sees some important shit and then looked and it's a guy like with a giant dick. And it's just like, my clue is fiddle-dee diddle-dee diddle-dee piddle-dee-doo. That's my clue.
I really tried to decipher this on my own.
What's this supposed to mean? This is some fucking Castlevania 2 shit, Chris.
Yeah, because there are Castlevania 2 shit for sure. There are some. I had to.
You have to look it up. You have to Google it. What the fuck do you do in 95?
You had to like mail off for a tape that had like a VHS tape that had.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that had tips. I had a VHS tape that had tips for NES, and it told me that's how I learned how you could kneel at the fucking thing and get a tornado.
Yeah, Castlevania 2.
Yeah.
I rented those tapes, but you're supposed to rent a tape from Konami that tells you how to beat this phone number fucking puzzle?
Oh, no, I have no idea how to beat this puzzle. Like, straight up.
How are you supposed to intuit this?
You
Other
can't.
than trial and error, right?
It's trial and error, yeah, because there's only like 4 tones.
Like, there is a tablet that has room for a clue, and it gives you bullshit.
Fiddle D, because I wondered if it had something to do with like the iddles and the D's and the E's.
I would be curious to know if the Japanese one actually had something that helped here, and the English team was like, fucking just put whatever.
Yeah. It's funny too because when I was trying to rip sounds from the disc image, I got a bunch of dial tone sounds, and I was like, "This is fucked."
It's phone tones.
I thought that it was just like I was just not processing them correctly or whatever. But yep, it's it.
The big salt licks are if you step on them, it makes dial tone sounds, which we've captured, of course, right here. You go left, right, left, right. That's the pattern you're supposed to do based on nothing.
Yeah, based on fiddle dee, diddle dee, piddle dee doo.
Orange bulbs light up. It'd be funny if like there was we Google phone number sound translations and that's what it is. Fiddle dee, diddle dee, piddle. Like that is like one is piddle and do is diddle.
Yeah.
Some kind of hearing impaired.
Yeah. John Doe says check the back of the box for Meryl's codec number.
Wasn't her frequency written on the back of the CD case?
I mean, that's Konami, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We go forward. Ultimate enemy plays as I find 2 guys that's actually one guy.
Yeah, his name is Gigantus.
His top half is a god warrior with arms, and his bottom half is a purple guy in the same pose who looks like a violet version of the genie from Aladdin that was like 3 years old when this came out. Also, it's Devil Kazuya.
Devil Kazuya Mishima!
Yeah, true. I have a double torsoman with a yin half and a yang half or something.
Yeah. Have the dwarves enslaved this thing?
I think that a lot of people have enslaved a lot of bosses for security. I think that's like the number, like in addition to like locks in random encounters, like enslaving boss monsters is a way to protect your stash.
How did Kage get by this thing?
He used let go.
Okay, and did Kage write the graffiti, the fiddly-piddly-do on the actual puzzle solution?
That fucking asshole.
Of course.
He's the one who did it.
That's what happened. It's Kage's fault.
So this is just a pretty standard boss battle, right?
Yeah, he throws circles of flames at us, which is interesting, but mostly I smoke him because all my weapons are powered up.
Yeah, I had to use the bandit attack a lot between Varkas and Sidonia, where like one of them throws the enemy in the air and the other one like punts them downward.
Cool.
But it did like 500 damage, so it was pretty strong.
It's good.
But otherwise, pretty much no problem.
That's not it. Oh no, it leads to another room with another set of rooms. One of those rooms has a defense rune piece in the room.
What?
Other room has the water root. We went through the whole vault and found nothing but this, and like some medicine and some rune pieces. Dwarf tech is overrated. They have nothing in their vault.
Yeah, I didn't even find a powerful axe.
Wish there was a goddamn save point down here. I have to walk all the way back. I don't actually have the escape talisman.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
Thought you'd have one by now.
I stored it with rock.
Oh, well, fuck that guy.
We're back in the village of the Dwarves. People of a great pride plays.
Yeah, the chief gurs at me, but he'll believe our story because we fucking did it, right?
What is a water root?
Initializing fake net.
It's a root from a plant that grows water. Think about it.
Okay. All right, I believe your story. As you said, the burning mirror is a terrible weapon, but it can be blown to pieces by using another of our treasures, the Firewind Cannon.
Great.
I'll have one built right away.
Yeah, this is all very hand-wavy.
I'm not comfortable with this level of escalation.
No, we are really escalating very quickly in this game.
Like, we've got a mirror that will burn a village to the ground in seconds, and now we're building a bigger weapon that'll break the mirror.
Yeah,
A
and-
Firewind Cannon.
Yes.
Firewind.
Yes. And meanwhile, our entire army is just a bunch of
Miscreants.
farmers who lost their farms.
Valeria tells the chief that we're grateful. Kirkus wants to go back to the elf village and share the good word. The chief of the elves should believe us now.
Yes, because we have acquired one proper noun to defeat the other proper noun.
That's right. We party up and we're off. Back through the damn dwarf trail as Distant Mountain plays.
Yeah, we got to walk all the way. You can't escape talisman your way through this one.
No, we have to talk to Vicky? Can she get us through this one, Chris?
No, she can't.
Son of a gun.
We're heading through the dwarven trail until we get to the side of a cliff.
Theme of Tension, Impact version plays as we look out over that cliff, presumably down at the elf village. Oh shit, the green landscape in the background now has a whole chunk of it scorched.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a great use of like 2D graphics to convey the scale from this high, distant mountain, if you will, being able to see far off into the horizon of things happening.
Yes,
things
Suikoden
burning.
is pretty good at background foreshadowing.
Yeah, it's really one of the only ways that this game successfully conveys a large scale happening. Because otherwise it really struggles, especially when like just armies show up and stuff.
I actually watched some clips of Suikoden 2 today just to see what it looked like, and it's amazing how much like 3 years can make in 2D pixel tech for like it looks leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
Generationally better than this game.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about that leap.
Anyway, Gremio cannot grasp what's happening. Valeria doesn't know either. Then they start to put it together. Kirkus knows they're too late, but we party up and press on. I get into a fight with an eagle man. I slaughter more dwarves on the way back, and this seems like neither the time nor the place.
Yes.
We get to Elf Village, but it's not called Village of Elves anymore. Chris, what's it called?
It's called a fucking burning husk.
It's called Burnt Village of the Elves.
Oh, is it?
It actually says it on the damn screen.
I didn't notice that shit.
Theme of Despair plays.
I got lost on the way back here because I had
Right where the damn tree is.
I had forgotten how to get through it. I don't have the map yet, so
Chris's broken shards are lost.
yeah.
This place is wrecked, dude. The ground is dirt. The massive tree is hacked down. It looks like roof sheets are everywhere. This place is fucked.
Everybody without a portrait has died,
Yes.
probably.
Valeria says this is awful. Gremio echoes this, saying how horrible. Valeria says their efforts were... Then Kirkus finishes her sentence. All of our efforts were in vain. But why? Why? Please tell me, Master Tyr. What good were our efforts?
Please tell me the answer.
Why did this happen? We did our best. I was insulted and abused, but I fought on. And yet, I'm like, welcome to life, son.
Yeah, Gremio tries to like stop Kirkus and
Tries to be mom.
and comfort Kirkus, but Kirkus is totally on one. It's just like nothing remains.
Like as he approaches the great tree where they live.
Yeah, just really having one where he's probably prostrating into the sky and in a lot of grief right now.
A lot of Elden Ring ghosts are in that position. Where they're on their knees with their hands up in the
Yeah,
sky.
those things fucking freak me out, especially when they're just sitting in a chair staring off the edge of a cliff.
Oh, God. Kirkus takes something shiny out of his pocket, then holds it in his hand.
Yeah.
Says, when everything was over, I planned to give this ring to Sylvina. Poor Sylvina. Now this ring has no hand to adorn.
Adorn, good word here.
It's pretty good. It's useless now. Kirkus then drops the sparkly ring on the ground, and it audibly blings as it makes contact. Then stays on the ground and shines.
Yeah, it's great. Gremio picks it up and tries to hand it back. He says, Kirkus, this ring is your hope,
Hell yeah.
and you must never give up hope. With just a little bit of hope, you can survive, live on, and that goes for humans as well as elves.
This beautiful, idealistic game.
This beautiful, idealistic Gremio.
Oh, yeah, Gremio too. It's just the ever-optimist, forged by war and just beaten into like where Gremio has like a complex where he cannot be depressed ever again.
The game says that at the beginning of the introduction, where it says, please tell me the answer. Is fate unchangeable? Even at its most useless, humans are pretty okay.
Sort of all of this.
whatever that is. One of the, I think, themes I'm reading in this game is that kind of perseverance, that hope. And it doesn't take very long to dwell on the misery of war. It's a romantic dream, right?
Of course.
Yeah. I think that's why I like this game so much. Gremio suggests that we return to the castle. We must never let this tragedy repeat itself.
I think Kirkus says Gremio's name and takes the ring back first.
Yeah,
he picks it back up.
Yeah, Kirkus does wind up in possession of that, I think, at this point. Gremio says, let's defeat Kwanda Rosman's army and destroy the burning mirror. That is our only deliverance. Great use of the word deliverance. We got an adorn and a deliverance here in one scene. And
you know what we get next?
We say a lot of negative things about the nature of the localization here, but there are occasionally some nice words slipped in that I enjoy.
It's good. Kirkus says, let's go, in the form of let's go for the sake of Sylvina. And does let's go for the sake of Sylvina place on the Retrograde Amnesia let's go scale?
Oh, where does it place? Let's go for the sake of my dead girlfriend?
Yeah.
It is reality.
Yeah.
At this moment.
The girlfriend is dead in his mind.
Yes. So, I mean, I think it's maybe like,
it's like
fourth or fifth place.
Down there.
Yeah. Like, I think number one, obviously, this is reality. Let's go. Number two is, this is reality. No one can help you. Whatever. Adea's speech.
Yeah.
I think Harley's speech about this is reality. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Jin Kazama saying this is reality. Let's go.
Oh yeah. God damn it. Yeah. So it's pretty good though.
I try to explore, but there's nothing here. The rope ladder is singed to just up one or two rungs.
Yep.
I leave, and on the advice of the guide, I walk back in.
I forgot to do this.
A new fellow is here.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a kid from the 90s. He's got shorts, a blue jacket, and a red tie, blonde hair, and a blue hat. This is Templeton.
Yeah, he's a medieval paperboy.
A portrait character. He has Jesse's hair from Team Rocket, but brown, also androgynous with big eyes and very rosy cheeks. They say, my God, this is terrible. I wish they wouldn't do such things. Now I have to change the maps. I laughed when he said, now I have to change the maps.
That's kind of funny, actually.
There's burning husks of people here, and he's upset about his cartography project.
He's into cartography, Eric.
He says, say, who are you, Liberation Army? I see. I just heard that the ancient castle Torin was taken over by the Liberation Army. Won't you let me join you? I'm an expert map maker, of course. You'll have to let me map Castle Torin, too. And I'm like, the hell I will, you conniving little fuck. But I recruit them because I don't want to disappoint Papa Chris. Templeton replies, okay, I'll head for Fuckhouse Castle as soon as I finish surveying this area. Templeton joins, and then instantly we get a map in the bottom right corner of our world map, Chris.
Congratulations, I forgot to do this.
Obtain Suiko map.
Do that later. Yeah, Templeton has joined the party, and Templeton is the Chimo star, the rat star.
Of course. He's a rat.
He's 11 years old. Again, another child soldier, I guess. He, of course, provides you with the map.
Not a soldier, he's a cartographer.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't actually do anything in... He can't join your party.
He's already done enough.
In the War Battles teams, he will join the team called the Engineers, along with our boy Sergey and somebody we don't have yet. His battle cry is, this isn't my field of expertise. I'm a child. Send me home, please.
He literally says that?
No.
Oh.
He can't die.
Just like me.
He has no permanent death. He has a permanent death quote. I mean, he has a death quote, but it doesn't actually trigger in the game. It says, help, help.
You triggered, bro?
Yes. Thanks, Joe.
It is very cool and very dumb. You have to unlock the map halfway through the game.
Cool and dumb?
It's both.
Cool or dumb.
Yeah. I think I haven't played Tunic yet, the new game that just came out of this recording, but I heard you unlock pieces of the instruction manual as pickups.
That's kind of cool.
And tells you how to play the game.
I guess. I mean, sure. I downloaded that actually as well. It's on Game Pass. So yeah, let's continue onward. We've exited the elf village and we are heading back to Torin Castle,
to the Great Forest. Yeah, we got to go through the Kobold Village though.
I have no idea how to get there because I don't have the map. But then I see the Doghouse Village and I was like, oh
Up
yeah,
and left. Yeah.
We must go through Kobold Village. And
Woods noises play.
Mm-hmm. And when we get there, Kuromimi is here. Kuromimi says Kuromimi cannot get caught here. Must help everyone. Then,
You said it, bro.
yep, theme of tension plays.
Impact version.
Impact.
We're surrounded on all sides by Imperial soldiers, 8 of them. One of these faceless goons speaks. Who are you guys? Hey, you're that traitor Valeria. Fancy meeting you here. There's a price on your head. Better turn yourself in.
If you turn yourself...
That works.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, if you are a soldier and there was a price on a fugitive's head, if you catch that fugitive, you don't get the fucking bounty. The bounty is for someone that doesn't work
That's
here.
right. That's why you kill all your soldier buddies, cut her head off, and give it to your uncle.
Give it to your Uncle Boba Fett.
Yeah, that's it. Gremio masters the obvious and tells Tyr that we're surrounded and that this is dangerous. Gremio has retrograde amnesia, as we've handled far worse.
Yeah, that's true.
Kirkus is also dumb as hell, suggesting this is very dangerous. But then Valeria speaks up. Hey there, if I turn myself in, will you promise not to hurt the others? Oh no, Chris, the noble sacrifice. For no reason, not now.
Yeah, it's happening already, and we're only like, I don't know how many hours we're into this game. The Imperials, quote, swear to God they won't hurt the rest of them.
Yeah.
Gremio reminds Valeria that by law traitors are put to death. We know that because everyone wanted to put Krace to death. So
yeah, right.
She knows.
They love just one sin equals death.
Yeah. Valeria, of course, is aware of this, but she declares that the Burning Mirror must be destroyed. The Liberation Army can't afford to lose its leader. A leader must stay alive.
I love how quickly everybody's all in on the cause, man.
Well, I mean, look at Tyr McDowell's eyes. They're eyes of destiny, eyes of promise.
You can pick Stop It, Valeria, or I'm Sorry, Valeria.
I tell Valeria to stop it, stop doing this. My friend Ted gave me the power of hell, and I can easily kill all these fuckers.
Like, we can clearly handle this. It's like 6 guys. I've got stacks of bodies 45 high back home.
Yes. Valeria doesn't listen and leaves the party.
She sasses. She says, Tyr, you mustn't lose sight of your bigger goals. When she leaves the party, I'm like, play the fucking victory music in reverse, please.
Sure. Of course, the Imperials then decide to kill us all. Valeria's all like, yeah, you swore to God. And
he calls her a good girl.
The nameless, faceless Imperial has one of the best lines in this game.
It's excellent.
It says, God? There is no God in these modern times.
I can't think of a good tweet for that yet. I've been hanging on to it.
Yeah, me too. Before they can attack, Kuromimi, he's here. He joins the party.
I do think it's funny that the soldiers surround us, but one actually does escort Valeria away.
Yeah. Kuromimi's name is now etched upon the stone tablet of promise. You know what that means, Eric?
We got to talk about Kuromimi again?
Kuromimi facts. He is the Chitan star, the short star. Kuromimi is short, but he's not the dog star, which is weird. Kuromimi is age 20 in kobold years, but 16 in human years. Do the math on that,
okay.
Eric. Fake net.
No.
Initializing fake net.
Kobolds age at a rate roughly equivalent to 1.3 years per human year.
Let's see here. Kuromimi is, of course, a combatant, as we'll soon find out. And his weapon, he's a front linesman. He fights in the front, short range character. His weapon is a sword that is called the sword, the good sword, or the excellent sword.
It's good. It's great.
No, Eric, it's excellent. His name means black ears in Japanese. So fun fact for you there. Thank you, Suikoden Wiki, whatever. Let's see here. He can participate in the Kobold attack and the Kobold +1 attack. Do with that what you may.
No.
He is a member of a team in war battles called the Kobolds. His battle cry is woof. You all follow black ears here, which is interesting because they translated Kuromimi in that line, because he's been speaking in third person the whole time and just saying Kuromimi, but in that line there, someone else did it and translated Kuromimi to black ears. It's spreadsheets, man.
Whenever I deal with Kuromimi, I think about the picture of Ben Affleck smoking, where he's just over it. Yeah. Like, I don't want to deal with this.
You can't deal with him?
I can't do this.
Is it because he looks sick?
It's he looks sick. He's a talking dog. I don't really like dogs to begin with. I'm a cat person. If we had a talking cat, I'd be into it. In fact, we do get a talking fucking cat in like an hour. So I'll deal with that guy rather than Kuromimi. Okay. Well, his death quote is howl. Good. I hope I hear it. Present in the game's coding, but not used. Sorry, he can't die. That's all I've got for Kuromimi. Thank you, Kuromimi. We battle 6 ex-veteran soldiers. I smoke them, and after the battle that I win easily, Gremio says that we're losing. Yeah, we're still losing according to the story plot. Kirkus wonders, is this it? And I can't tell if he means his life or that's all the opposition we're going to face here. Kuromimi thinks if they talk big, they're weak. By the way, this is another LaPont situation where Kuromimi got inserted into the back of my party. And and you can't use him? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, video game. The lead soldier says we talk big, then more commandos and more goons come to get us. Matthew's portrait comes in from the rafters with no musical cue. Yeah, he politely announces that he will help Commander Tyr. An emissary rushes up to the captain, who asks what's going on. The messenger tells him some fellows calling themselves the Liberation Army have just arrived. My guy hops, then says, "What? Retreat, get out of here," and they all fuck off.
This game is not communicating the urgency or the dangers that the Imperials are perceiving right now. So it looks like fucking Matthew and 4 guys in yellow bandanas just ran up and scared off this huge army of Imperials.
This to me was like in Chrono Cross when Fargo busted into Radius's hut on the ship and saved us from Dark Surge.
Yeah, and you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, how'd you do this?
Why can I mean make this bigger? Let's increase the scale here. The dust has cleared, and Matthew, a few bandit-looking soldiers, and Humphrey in his yellow-ass cape are here. Main theme, guitar arrangement is now playing. Matthew says that someone warned him about the burning mirror.
Humphrey's really here?
Yeah, Humphrey's there.
Awesome.
He's there in his
I did not pick that up.
Yeah, Sylvina runs onto the screen and begins dry humping Kirkus and says that she missed him because there's like some hugging sprites.
Yeah, like aggressively hugging, stand humping something. And she runs too, like she's going stallion speed here.
Yeah, and Kirkus can't believe this shit.
Not because Suikoden never waits too long to play any of his cards, so not me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stallion then rushes in, fast as hell. You remember Stallion, Chris, from jail? He says, ha ha ha, credit that to me.
Yes, he does. Thanks.
And it is funny because she did run fast, right? So she clearly learned how to do a 4-minute mile from Stallion just a second ago.
Indeed.
Sylvina goes deeper. It was incredible. There was a flash and Stallion charged forward at an unbelievable speed. Did he save anyone else, Chris? From the burning village? Is the elder saved? He just saved Sylvina.
Stallion's a big weirdo, as we're going to find out.
Okay.
So I don't know. Stallion wishes he could have seen we could have seen how fast he ran.
Yeah.
Kirkus then embraces Sylvina and calls out her name.
They have a custom animation when they hug.
Yep. Stallion is dejected that no one wants to hear about his speed.
This is a kind of a running joke with Stallion as he wants to talk about himself, but no one wants to listen.
Yeah. There's like a weird like third wheel thing going on with him and
at all times.
Kirkus. Yeah. Gremio gives the ring. Well, I guess Gremio hadn't given the ring back. So this is the moment in which he gives it back to Kirkus and declares that hope must never be abandoned.
Like they touch pixels a little bit.
Yeah.
Sylvina then catches wind of this transaction and asks Kirkus if that was a ring. Kirkus replies, "This? When everything is over." And then Tyr takes his attention away from this tender moment and faces Matthew, who speaks immediately. After Commander Tyr left the castle, Humphrey and Sanchez arrived with the survivors of the old Liberation Army. We now have the manpower to fight Quando Rossman's army.
Humphrey and Sanchez join the party.
Commander Tyr, please give us the signal to move forward. We get a choice. All right, troops forward, or it's not the time yet.
Eric, it's not the time yet. I want to go talk to my castle members.
I have to go save.
But guess what, Eric?
What?
Doesn't matter what you say.
Because the rock's cooking?
No, it just doesn't matter what you tell them because you're going to have to do this anyway.
No, I told him it's not time yet, and I actually... oh, no, you're right. I'm sorry. That was a different time.
Okay.
I thought I went to the burning elf village to go save, but I guess that was a different time. Yeah, I tell him it's not time and I haven't saved. And Maddie says, fuck that, Commander Tyr, war is timing and now is the time.
Is that... I don't think that's the invisible hand of destiny. I think it's just Matthew being like... being like, fucking, we
war
need
is timing. Now is the time.
Have you seen me? I am the strategist. I am advising you now that we need to spring to action. I know which moment you're talking about, though. Which
it must be later.
Yeah.
So it's time for war, Eric.
Dude, I get gut punched right here. I've not saved in quite some time. I don't know what's happening. Collision, a song I haven't heard before, starts playing.
I have Clash, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, we get this...
It's a custom splash screen.
Yeah, this intro screen that looks like it was ripped from an early Yasumi Matsuno game. Like it really gets... It has those Matsuno vibes, especially if you played like Tactics or Tactics Ogre or any of that stuff. And,
very like imperial political battle.
Yeah, and it circles the spot in the map where this battle is taking place. This battle is called the Battle at Pannu Yakuta. And before we get into this shit, do you want to hear...
a scroll that unfurls,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, it's like a battle map kind of thing. Before we get into this shit, do you want to hear some Pannu Yakuta lore here?
Yeah, what does that word mean, Chris?
Yeah. It's the residence of generals who govern the Great Forest and used to be the headquarters for Barbarossa during the Succession War.
Could you walk up here before we got here?
Yeah, the castle's there, but I forgot to go in. I think if you go in, you just get cut off by a guard or something.
Yeah.
The castle is built on top of an old ruin said to be Sindarian in origin.
Oh, of course, Sindarian.
Sindarian ruins don't come into play until later Suikoden games, but yeah. I'm excited for this moment because I know that you knew that there were war battles in this game, but I didn't know what was happening. I have no idea what was happening. Suddenly you're playing a different video game.
Yeah, like a lot of games in this time pride themselves on being modal where they had different modes that you could enjoy to break up pacing. I mean, Final Fantasy VII is obviously the poster boy for this thing, but a lot of games like Xenogears broke off into a 1v1 robot fighting game. Like games would break off into separate mini games frequently during this.
It didn't always happen as like part of like a culminating moment in battle or anything like that.
This is like 15 hours in for me.
Yeah.
Because of how slow we're playing the game. I'm like, why would you introduce this more than halfway through the game?
Yeah.
Video game. There is Army 9000 on one screen and Liberation Army 7015 on the other side. What does this mean?
Yeah.
Chris, help. What is happening?
That's the number of soldiers.
This game has permadeath. What's going to happen to my guys? I'm about to have a panic attack. Fuck.
I don't think that anybody that you have now can die.
I didn't know that, Chris.
Sorry,
Kirkus appears and tells Kwanda that he will pay for burning down their village. Kwanda, in his snide portrait wearing his army man helmet, counters, Liberation Army? Conceit. I shall destroy you on behalf of His Majesty the Emperor. Chris.
Yeah.
Conceit?
Conceit.
Conceit.
Doesn't he mean concede?
Conceit. Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Okay.
Kawanda Rosman, in my opinion, looks like the cleric from Capcom's King of Dragons. The fantasy beat 'em up game. Yeah.
I was more of a War of Monsters.
Yeah, well, you're wrong. Sorry. So now we are immediately thrust into combat with little or no explanation. I wonder if there's anything in the manual.
There's fucking nothing here, man.
Let me get the manual out real quick and see if there's anything in here about it. Because I think this game gives you no context for anything.
This is still in read the manual stupid territory.
Major battles. Once you have progressed a certain amount into the story, you will begin to face major battles. In accordance with your progress in the scenario, the battles will suddenly break out when you begin speaking to your strategist, Matthew. Fighting major battles. Battles between the Liberation Army and the Imperial Army unfold like a card game. When a battle breaks out, all the companions you have collected so far are separated into established groups, as many as 3 in a group, and displayed on screen. You select a group with to attack. After a group has attacked once, it cannot be used again for the remainder of the battle. Next, Imperial Army's choice of attack method is displayed, followed by the results of the attack.
Keyword, like a card game. That's all you had to say.
Yeah.
That is all you had to say.
This pattern is repeated until the troop strength of one side reaches 0. If Imperial troops' strength hits 0 first, the Liberation Army wins. However, if the Liberation Army's troop strength drops to 0, you lose the battle and must start over from the last point in which you save the fucking video game.
How do you get people killed? Like, how do I risk personal, like, because if they do some damage, some of my guys die, but what if my Star of Destiny dies? How do I know who's going to die? Also, do me a favor, read the 3 games Konami chose to advertise on the back of that manual because it's hilarious.
I think we already did this, but we'll do it again. Project Overkill, Broken Helix, and Contra Legacy of War.
Bangers, Chris. Sorry.
Yeah, bangers only. If someone dies, if someone can die, there is a random chance that they will die when you send their team out, and if that happens, the game will tell you. Like,
there's always a random chance when you send their team out. Always, it's like always like at least a 1% chance.
If that character can perma-die.
Fuck.
But the stronger they are, the less likely that is to happen.
I don't like dice rolls controlling my fate, Chris.
Yeah, it's not great. So let's talk about what we have to do here. We of course get a menu with Matthew asking us like what we want to do, and I'm like, you tell me what to do, Matthew. You're the goddamn strategist. But we get 4 options. Can I go through those 4 options? May I?
1 second. Victor jumps in with the battle cry, "Hey, here we go!" Like he's Mario or Selfie. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Here we go! Here we go!
Victor is a very, very let's go kind of guy.
I like that Matthew says command, please.
Yes. Our first option is charge, Eric. That will send your characters charging into battle with these little tiny, like 7
spears,
7 pixel guys
There's
running.
a whole lot of guys. There's clearly Tyr Migdal up there, and then like 40 generics.
Yeah, and then when a soldier, when some soldiers die, they are represented by these little guys, and they turn into angels and float to fucking heaven.
That
when
is
you
like
kill
super
them.
lemming style, like whatever you're doing.
It's weird as hell, but it works. So when you choose charge, you then have the ability to select any of the charge teams, which at this point I don't have Gaspar or I don't have Templeton. Those are the 2 I forgot to get before this, but nonetheless, we have the Commander's team, which is just Tyr, Gremio, and Pawn, the LaPont family, the Fishermen's, which is Taiho and Yamku, Humphrey's team, Good Buddies, which is Marie O'Neill and fucking the cook, maybe? I don't know. Victor's team, which I think...
Antonio, please.
Antonio, excuse me. Victor's team, which includes Victor, and that's it right now, I think. Old Soldiers, which right now only includes Kai. Former Imperial team, which is Valeria only. Black Golds, which is our blacksmith, and Tricksters, which includes Jupo and Meg.
Great.
So this is our kind of charge attack. The charge attack is powerful against bow attacks, Eric. It's like a paper rock scissors situation. For bow attack, we have the Soldier Beauties, led by Cleo, the Forest Protectors, led by Kirkus, and actually, that's all three of the elves, I believe.
Yeah.
The Cooks, the Kobolds, the Engineers. And by the way, each one of these things has a attack power assigned to it, so that helps communicate how much damage that thing will do if it is a successful attack.
Chris sounds insane when he's describing this, but when you see it with pictures and portraits and numbers, it does actually make sense in context.
Yeah. And the third of our paper, rock, scissors trio is Magic. Children of the Runes is one group with Luke, and Magicians is with Vicky. Those teams will fill up as we go along. Then of course, we have the other thing, which is
secret fourth paper, rock, scissors.
Yeah, which this lets you get some, gives you some battle boosts and allows you to perhaps learn what the enemy is about to do, stuff like that. We have Merchants, which you can send Chandler out there to try to convince enemies to turn traitor.
Why would you want a merchant to do that?
Oh, well, because he's going to go up there and say, how do you like the stockpile? Which I did, and he failed. I think it's a 50-50 chance. You can use Matthew in his team of strategists, which is just him right now, to boost charge power. When you did you do this?
I have a complete description of how this battle went for me.
So when you use Matthew, he exclaims something which I find absolutely incredible. He says, "See the power of the science," which it's such a beautiful piece of weird localization. I used to think that he was referring to military science, and for some reason I sort of romanticized this line in my head, and I always thought it was him standing up on the rampart of a castle going, "See the power of the science," and then pointing his finger and fucking doing some math, and then a bunch of soldiers were being strong.
When you do the inevitable volcano baking soda vinegar trick with your kids,
"See the power of the science,"
you must say that when it explodes at the top.
Yeah, it's great. That's all I have in terms of my rundown of our options here, Eric. So let's talk about how this battle went for you then.
I send Kryn out there as a thief.
Yeah.
He comes back and tells me the enemy's next plan is Quanda's attack. What the hell does that mean?
That means he's going to do a charge attack.
So I pick Magic. I can pick between Children of the Runes for 19 attack power with Meg, or No It's Luck, or Magicians with 13 attack power, and that lady I already forgot.
Vicky. Thank you. Did you pick Luke?
Jesus, Luke used the Wind Rune and half their guys got halos and floated away.
Yeah, you picked the right paper, rock, scissors. Now, I have some interesting fact about Luke's battle cry here, Eric. He says, "Wind Rune, show me your power." And I was uncertain on whether or not to reveal this fact to you in previous conversations because I wasn't sure if it was revealed in this game or not. And in fact, it is revealed in this game, but it is mistranslated. May I tell you what he actually says?
Wind Rune. Windy's Rune?
No. He says, "True Wind Rune, show me your power."
That does nothing for me, Chris.
Eric, the 27 true runes, there's only 27 of them.
I forgot those existed.
The 27 true runes that govern the universe, right? The Soul Eater on my hand, my deadly fingertips, that fucking shit.
Yeah, that fucking
shit. It's important, Eric. You got to remember that shit.
Didn't we already know he already had one?
No, well, the only true rune that we know about at this point in the game is the Soul Eater.
So all these runes that I'm buying are not true runes?
No, they're
Falcon
they're
rune
like
isn't a true rune?
No, they're like children runes. They're like
children runes.
They're like
toys for children.
No,
they're using to kill Imperial
They're
men.
like offshoots, okay?
So I don't think I need those on my characters then, do I? These offshoot toy runes.
Okay, now remember how Ted was 300 years old, right? So the
what? Ted? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So he was implication being that holding a true rune prevents aging, right?
No, I just thought he was a magic person.
Well, he was magic because of his true rune, his Soul Eater.
So Luke also does not age.
Yes. So Luke is a holder of the true Wind Rune.
How do we take it from him?
You would have to kill him.
That's perfect.
So I just wanted to impart that on you because if you were to play this game straight up without knowing anything about the Japanese version, you would not know this fact until much later in the saga. So anyway, carry on. How'd the rest of the battle carry
My dudes encircle Tyr to protect him. I go thief again, and Giovanni gets out there. Karina's unavailable. Did I kill him?
No, you can just use him once.
Giovanni protests, then comes back and calls me master and says we did it, and he obtained 2,000 bits. He went and fucking robbed these guys. He didn't tell me what they were supposed to do.
Yeah. Sorry.
I go bow. I pick Soldier Beauties with Cleo and Camille for attack power 18. The music changes halfway through to something more upbeat.
Yeah, there is a
premonition of victory?
I have presentiment of victory.
Okay, great. Excellent word.
Yeah. See our Xenogears episode called, what's it called? Hitherto Presentiment?
Yeah. I use Matthew to strategize, and he uses the power of science. This
Yes.
boosts our charge power, and he forms a team.
See the power of the science!
Thank you, Karsh. I charge and slaughter the rest of the Imperial army. Congratulations, we win.
Yeah, good. I actually fucked. I always picked the wrong thing. I kept losing. So
The person who relies on the power of runes picks the wrong thing. Looks like they're poisoning your mind and depleting your ability to use science and strategy, Chris.
yeah,
Do you trust magic rocks or science?
not the power of the science.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, but I did win. So the presentiment of victory didn't play until like the last turn.
Oh, that sucks.
So it is contextual on that one. So pretty cool.
Soldier Quanda says, damn you, it's time for the Burning Mirror. Can you imagine a game like this today, bearing a mode like this so deep in the narrative?
Yes. No, I can't actually. No way. No,
It's wild they just toss this shit out at you. Okay. Next we go to the fortress. Music, gate plays. Quanda Rossman runs back home to look at his big boy magic mirror on the wall. He laughs like an evil, evil man. Haha, I'll burn you all with this. And I'm picturing like a giant magnifying glass technology.
Yeah.
This thing.
Yeah.
It then flashes back to us, and I guess Retta's front door is some shit. The whole crew is out here, including Valeria for some reason. She says, damn it, Quanda's... Did Valeria come back to us?
Well, she never got captured because Matthew and his boys showed up.
Okay, that's right. Damn it, Quanda's planning to use the burning mirror. Matthew then chimes in, what? All troops retreat. No, fuck that. Disperse. Keep casualties to a minimum. It fades to black as Quanda staring down at us with his hands on his hips. He says, spreading out to reduce casualties. But it's too late now. Traitors to the Empire, this is the price you pay. Take that. Then something fucked up happens.
Yeah. The dwarf chief arrives and ho-ho-hos.
The mirror shatters.
Yeah.
Quanda can't believe this shit and wonders what's going on. It flashes back over and King Dwarf says, ho ho ho, that's what you get for stealing. See the power of the Firewind Cannon.
See the power of the science.
All of this really sells the Fire Spear, whatever that is, as a viable tool for the Liberation Army.
Finally. We need to get that shit.
Kirkus is overjoyed, and the chief says it looks like they got here just in time, young elf. Oh shit, Victor is here too, and he talks. All right, let's go to the castle and take Rosman's head.
Yeah, I mean, if someone's head needs to be lopped off, you better bet your goddamn ass that Victor's going to be in on this shit.
Dude, someone let me save my game, please God. Gremio is coming, so is Valeria, Kirkus, Victor, and Kuro Mimi.
Yeah, we do not get any choices in this party.
I speak to Matthew. He says, Quanda Rosman is one of 5 great Imperial generals. He's powerful. Please watch yourself. And I'm like, we just did the battle. That should have been it.
Yeah. No.
The Dwarf King ho-hos the burning mirror being shattered. He's really into this shit. Chris, all races are now united. I lead the field to go heal and save at the burnt village of the elves.
Yeah, you can't heal, but you can save.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I heal myself with my medicine.
Oh, yeah.
I travel back to Quaba's castle. What do I call it? Quanda.
Quanda.
Pannu Yakuta. Music. Gate plays.
Once again.
I pass the entrance and access the first door on the right. A lady in a blue dress is here and she says, shall we rest? And is this what I think it is?
Yes.
I say yes. It fades to black and then it comes back up. Nothing has changed. I think we went to sleep. Wink, wink.
Yeah, this is completely out of place and hilarious. It probably would have made more sense to
give me a bed.
Just put Marie, like
Put it in here.
Have Maurice show up at the fucking thing and being like, "Oh, you want to sleep and save?" .com.
We're taking this castle in a second. I already put up my inn.
Yeah. Shit.
I go to the room of the other side of this courtyard and find a steel shield. I put Kurumi, Valeria, and Victor in the front because the game put them all in the fucking back where none of them can do shit about anything.
God damn it.
Why does the game keep doing this?
It does do this a lot. Fought some random battles, Eric. What do you got here? I got some devil shields, which are some shields with faces and spikes around the edge that are rotating that have pretty high defense, and also some devil armor, which I think we fought ghost
it's a palace
armor
swap
before.
or something earlier, yeah.
Also lots of Imperial soldiers and whatnot.
I also fought veteran soldiers. They're no joke. I keep getting my ass kicked.
Yeah, this was not an easy dungeon, especially for me, because my shit's not upgraded. And I didn't bring Victor with me, so Victor's not upgraded. He doesn't have,
I don't think we could bring
shit.
Victor. It showed our... Oh, I guess it did. I put Victor in my party for me.
Right. I mean, we couldn't bring Victor on the... we didn't have to bring Victor on the thing
So you
before.
couldn't upgrade his shit before.
Yeah, you could have, but I just didn't bring him because I was trying to out other guys.
I make it to the main castle grounds and find a red carpet waiting for me. Even Elden Ring can't do this, Chris. A red carpet just for me.
Yes.
I also found a gauntlet in an old book, volume 1.
Yes, I can't wait to read the old books later.
Can you really read those?
Yeah, you've got to have...
Elder Scrolls?
It does have Elder Scrolls books in this game. They're pretty good, but you have to have a character that can put them on a shelf for
I
you.
bet the translation is wonderful there, Chris.
It's going to be great, Eric.
Eventually, I reach the 3rd floor of this place and find a whole-ass dragon sitting in the goddamn throne.
Yes, like we said before.
Who does this?
Boss monsters for security.
It's in the throne room.
Yeah. It's the dragon's name is Dragon.
Yes, it's very snake-like and flaming.
Yeah, it has 2 attacks.
Ultimate enemy plays.
Yes, it is not an ultimate enemy, I don't think.
My dude breathes fire over everybody once. Oh god, it's going to be like that zombie dragon fight that takes me forever over again. Fuck man.
It was kind of like that, except for I don't think it was nearly as powerful as the zombie dragon. Like it was doing just double digits.
Yeah, it's comparatively very weak. It hits Victor with bolt of lightning from the sky. I kill this thing after a long time. And everybody uses their medicine to heal after it's dead. Like when I did the medicine commands and it died and they had to keep using their commands.
Yeah, it does that with, if you, I know that you wouldn't know this, but if you use a healing spell, the same thing will happen. So you should, if you happen to use a water rune later, it could happen.
Gate resumes and I walk forward to find a single throne with no one on it. It has a pink cushion.
Despite I understand the representation of the soldiers and stuff is in the random battles, but nonetheless, this place feels completely empty. Like there's no representation of anybody in this castle except for
we've killed his whole army.
Yeah, it's true.
They're all dead.
Yeah.
He's here by himself, like all cowardly leaders. He's here by himself with his magic mirror that was going to protect him.
So we go up the stairs behind that throne, right? And we keep going up until we get to the roof.
Yeah.
And then we can confront Mr. Kwanda Rosman there.
He's got a pretty good villain speech.
Yeah, he says the Tyr looks familiar. He says, quote, Teo's son. I heard rumors, but Teo's boy a rebel leader, eh? Don't expect me to pull any punches. They once called me Kwanda the Insurmountable.
It's a mouthful, Chris.
Yes, and I shall again become the wall that protects Barbarossa. So come, liberators, see my strength, see the power of the Black Rune that Lady Windy
It's a hell of a drop.
Given me.
He's got a windy rune.
A windy rune. Not a true rune, but a windy rune nonetheless.
Pretty good villain speech.
Yeah, despite the context not really being there in the dialogue, we are about to engage in a fucking duel.
It's a 1v1. I didn't see this.
Yeah.
And it opens with wind blowing for a brief moment, and then wind with his Black Rune that Windy, wink wink, gave him plays over Ultimate Enemy the whole time.
Yeah, it's actually a separate song in the soundtrack.
Oh, it is?
Critical Situation.
Great.
It's what it's called.
Critical Situation plays. The camera has dropped down a few degrees, framing Tyr looking deep into the battlefield at Kwanda and his big damn axe. The blue sky looms large overhead. We're fighting on top of a castle. What a cool twist in perspective.
Yeah, can we talk about Dynasty Warriors real quick?
Sure. Yeah, let's talk about Koei's lasting legacy, Chris.
Yeah, so I got really into I got really into Dynasty Warriors. That led me to the Romance of the Three Kingdoms games and novels, and I got really into the idea of a duel between generals in the battlefield because those games and those novels.
It happens when you pursue Lu Bu.
Yeah, deal with things like that where a one-on-one battle will be engaged and the winner of that will influence troop morale and stuff like that, right? And I loved that concept in those novels and games. And I feel like this game, I mean, obviously it's drawing from Water Margin, but I feel like there's some Romance of the Three Kingdoms kind of influence on this game with the nature, the inclusion of these duels. It's just rather unfortunate that this duel is like not taking place during a large battle. It's taking place after it. I don't think it's well placed, but I think they had to get a duel in this game by this point because we're going to have important duels later. You know what I mean? So it just had to be put here.
When you talk about Dynasty Warriors, I get upset when you don't mention Destrega happened to. Koei's finest legacy.
You're the one that said that it was Koei's legacy, not me.
Finest legacy.
So anyway.
Kwanda says, for the Empire and for His Majesty the Emperor, I won't let you proceed. And then something drops out of the sky that blew my mind.
Yeah?
2 health bars.
Yeah, health bars. It's a fighting game now.
Kwanda says, can you break my invulnerable defenses? Taste the sharpness of my blade.
Ooh, taste my science.
This is also a paper, rock, scissors thing where we can respond to each one of his comments with attack, defend, or desperate attack.
Yeah, and they do he does telegraph what he's going to do based on what it is. Sometimes it's clear, sometimes it's not. But yeah, if you... I guess the crux of this thing is if you defend when he desperate attacks or vice versa, then you'll do a lot of damage.
Yeah,
if you
take advantage.
Yeah, and if you double desperate attack or double attack, then you'll both just deal damage.
And whenever you make an attack, the camera rotates around 180 degrees based on who it's framing on the action.
Yeah.
So they actually tried to make this as action set piece as possible.
It is really good, and Suikoden, it doesn't drop this idea. Like it really it sticks with this, let's put it that way, to create some really good moments.
The health bars thing fucked me up, man.
Yeah. Stick beats axe.
I hit him in the mouth. He says, I'll get you. I defend against his desperate attack. Quanda runs out of health. The health bars leave the screen. Quanda takes a knee, then speaks. Well done. That you should destroy my defenses. It then fades back to the normal map of the rooftop. Quanda is face down on the dirt-ass roof.
Gate resumes, which doesn't seem like the right music for this moment.
Nope, he can't believe this shit, saying it's impossible. It's Lady Wendy's Black Rune. But as Chris said, it's not a true rune. We party out. Kuro Mimi walks up, and I picture him kicking Quanda in the side like when Starscream soccer kicks Megatron.
Yes. You mess everyone up, you fix them.
So he's putting the responsibility on Quanda to fix people.
Yes, Quanda replies, Kobold, why are you still sane? The Black Rune.
Genetic experimentation, Chris. The Black Rune is corrupting the kobolds.
Close. He starts flashing and vibrating.
Yeah, he starts to short out like a cyborg.
Yeah, we try to talk about it, assuming this has something to do with the Black Rune, but Kawanda continues to scream. He collapses and we reparty for some goddamn reason.
There's an explosion after he screams.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We party up and Quanda's on the ground with both hands pointing backward, signaling either unconsciousness or death. I move forward to either kick or behead the body. So when Quanda snaps awake and touching theme plays.
Yes.
Quanda is like coming out of a trance or just an absolute ass beating. I can't tell which one.
I wish it was the latter, but I think it's a trance.
He says, what happened? We party out and Kuro Mimi steps forward and says, prepare to die.
Yeah, Kirkus is also over here to swear revenge.
Time for revenge. The game is really like teeing you off here to like do something violent.
Yes.
Quanda accepts his fate. Elf, kobold, I see. Do what you must. You have the right. Oh, you have the right. Oh, you have the right.
I was waiting for that to happen
believe.
in this game, like when we got to locked door or something, but here we go.
Grimio is like, aye, wait, shit, something's wrong. Even though nothing in this game has been this right. Quanda asks Tyr if he's the commander of the Liberation Army, and then please go ahead and take my head. Again, you shouldn't use head twice in one sentence.
Yeah, there's a weird typo in here because Kawanda actually says, what are you waiting for? Lop off his head. I'm impatient.
Yes, that happened next. I'm like, who the fuck, whose head is on my head? Like, what are we talking about?
He's talking about his own head, but the thing's wrong there.
If it were up to me, I would take his head off, denying this fake-ass snapping out of it illusion, Chris. It's all another dirty trick, and I have to prove myself as Tyr as a merciless master, but Chris told me not to behead his head.
Yeah, you're no longer allowed to execute anybody.
Mimi notices something is off too and says, that's right, you're not the same person you were a moment ago. And I'm like, you're all falling for some bullshit here. Quanda's still on his knees, shakes a bit, then picks up the burnt rune. He says, this is what was the Black Rune. It was given to me by Lady Wendy. It gave me power over monsters. Kobolds aren't monsters.
Over dogs.
But it also began to affect my willpower. Wendy cannot be trusted. Does the Emperor know? Chris? Yes, dude. That's what I've been saying. Look at what Leknot is doing to us. She's pulling Tyr strings and escalating a global conflict.
Just like Wendy is with Barbarossa.
I know. They're both pulling different strings for battles that didn't need to be fought.
Well, somebody has to love battles.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Conflict has been avoided by two witch ladies that are just pulling us in different directions deliberately.
What are you going to do? Just go fucking convince the kobolds to vote in their local elections? Is that going to solve the problems?
We kill Wendy, we kill Leknot. We've got an army now that can take down anyone. We need to kill the sorceresses.
That was the last game.
Succession of witches must stop.
Season 3. Anyway, where we leave off?
Quanda continues, but whatever I want now is irrelevant. After what I have done, my only remaining fate is to die like a soldier. We get a choice.
Yeah.
You're right. Or I want you to join us.
Yes.
Chris, when I played Chrono Trigger and I was faced with this choice with someone named Magus, what choice did I make? What choice should everyone make?
You're a kill Magus man.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
He must pay for his sins. You sin, you must pay for it. He just tried to kill our whole fucking army, dude.
Yeah, it's true.
But I took him because Chris told me to.
Destiny, Eric. Kawanda can't believe this. He can't even believe that we're inviting him into the Liberation Army.
I'm such a sellout, dude.
He laughs at the notion of joining the Liberation Army. He served Emperor Barbarossa for 10 years, and now we're asking him to be a traitor? Victor tells Kawanda that the Emperor is different than the man he knew 7 years ago.
It's only 3 years of true Emperor.
Yeah, I guess so. True Emperor Rune. Kawanda says that perhaps the Emperor he knew disappeared years ago.
Dude, a 3-season plot arc was like, no, you're right.
Yep.
I buy it.
Commander Tyr, let me join your army. My loyalty to Barbarossa remains firm, but I cannot serve the present Emperor, whoever he may be.
So
that seems like a disqualifying statement.
Yeah, I think that could have been localized better. I think Quanda's trying to suggest present Barbarossa is under the same spell that he was by being attached to a fucking Wendy rune.
Yeah, Wendy's dispersing runes that calls people to, what, I don't know, love battles?
Yeah.
Fear nothing?
Fear nothing.
Okay.
Then it fades to black.
Yeah, we get no join sound, but I'm pressing it anyway here because I like it.
Okay. I mean, Quanta join. You got to tell us about Quantifax, or what do we...
Oh, fucking hell. I forgot about Kawanda. Kawanda Rosman is, of course, the Tenmo star, the star of swift courage. I don't agree with that, but sure.
Maybe in his true body he is, not his corrupted rune self.
Yes. He's age 36.
Fuck.
Yeah. So according to the Suikoden wiki, I guess it's relocalized later, but the Black Rune is also known as the Conqueror Rune, which is destroyed. Of course, has been destroyed upon the recruitment of Kawanda. His weapon. Did I already say his age?
36.
Thanks. His weapon is the Alcade hatchet, the Mizar hatchet.
The Al-Qaeda hatchet?
No, the Alcade. Alkid. Fake net. What does that mean?
Initializing fake net.
An alkyd is a polyester resin modified by the addition of fatty acids and other components. Alkyds are derived from polyols and organic acids including dicarboxylic acids or carboxylic acid, anhydride and triglyceride oils. I can't believe you didn't know this.
The Mizar hatchet, or the...
Miser, like a cat?
I guess, or the Alioth hatchet. A big hatchetman. Big time. He's a medium range character, by the way. He has no united attacks. He's got no friends, Eric. Sorry about that. He participates in the war battles as a member of the Invulnerable Defense, along with Gaspar and another character we don't have yet. His battle cry is, "I'll show you what true strength is," and his death quote is, "The best man wins." That's the truth. He can die, Eric, so be careful.
I wish he was dead already. Well, Chris, that was lovely. We've just won our first big war battle. We've conquered one of the 5 great generals. Where to next? We can do anything we want with our emerging army. We're going to get more dudes. We're going to kill more armies. We're going to go across the water again, get out of this damn mystic forest. We're going to do it, Chris, on the next episode
of Retrograde Amnesia, a comprehensive podcast about JRPGs. Let's consult the RealNet.
Initializing RealNet.
Hello. What's up? Hey. How are you? John Doe says Double Torso Man is an extremely good Kojima name.
Yeah. Double Torso Man.
Cal L says doors cannot stop Kage. Kage has the right.
Oh, Kage has the right. Kage has the right. Josh started playing Elden Ring, and he asked me today when he gave me that toy, he's like, "Why are there so many butthole messages?" And I was like, it's his first Souls game.
Yeah. Cal L says good old Gremio. Eric Van says God bless the Gremio.
I'm still lukewarm on Gremio's whole like, it's a little much for me.
I like Gremio.
I know. I don't want to cut Gremio down too hard.
Gremio is an essential person in my life's canon. He's my mom. Panda Pajama 17 says Templeton has his priorities. Can't blame him. I love Templeton's fucking thing.
I like someone focused on what they're good at, if nothing else. Like, unlike Meg, who's like, I don't know, I'm going to do whatever. Templeton actually has, an objective.
Tricks.
Yeah, but tricks aren't going to help an army. Maps will help the army. Especially if you're the only person in the world making those maps.
Psycho Paladin Jr. says, Eric mentioning Ben Affleck brought the image of that damn Phoenix tattoo into my brain.
Never forget.
Yeah, can't do it.
Out of the ashes it comes, into your mind brain once more.
Panda Pajama 17 says, touching pixels sounds inappropriate.
You ever try it?
No, I don't have any pixels. Sorry.
Not yet.
Cal L says, engage with the mechanics, Eric.
Okay, video game.
SSD Ninja says, King of Dragons, best game. Yeah.
It's a beat 'em up, right?
Yeah. As seen in the Capcom beat 'em up collection.
I could get that. There's a Neo Geo one I think it's actually called War of Monsters, that is very similar. Maybe it's King of
Monsters is Neo Geo.
Yeah, it's King of Monsters. Then War of Monsters is the PS2 game. That's it.
John Doe wants to know if Luke is a special boy of destiny. He's got one of those true runes after all.
Oh, Luke's going out in the first round, Chris.
It's going to be a tough battle.
He dropped Ted. These 2 true rune holders dislike each other for reasons that aren't clear to me.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't like Ted either, by the way. Everyone who has a true rune kind of has a personality.
You have a true rune.
And I'm me. Do you think I have a stable personality?
Tyr McDowell.
I don't hate myself.
John Doe says, the scene here where Kwanda comes back to his senses is actual payoff for the Craze scene earlier, since the choice actually has consequences.
It does make you wonder if Craze was also crazed. If that was
I think he's just an asshole.
So he deserves to die.
I don't think he's important enough to have a black rune or whatever, you know? Flipmanic says, Kwanda butthole. John Doe says, I wonder if Templeton ever has a crisis of faith when he realizes the maps he is making are being used to kill people in wars. Good point. Tokame says, Ted is a punk.
Ted is a punk.
Winky face. Thank you, RealNet, for joining us tonight. It was a good one. It's always good, but this was a really good one, I think. We'll see you next time.
It's good. It's great. Nice Foley work, Chris.
This episode is a production of Retrograde Amnesia, recorded on March 22nd, 2022. You can follow us on Twitter at RetroAmnesiaPod or email us at podcast@retrogradeamnesia.com. I would also like to thank Mark for the intro music.
Grass, you're welcome.
Okay, I got another one.
We appreciate that. It sounds good, as always. Support us on Patreon at patreon.com/retroam. Early access we have. Bonus episodes we have, and miniseries we have them. Three of them technically, but I mean...
Four.
If you count Radical Dreamers.
No, Perfect Works is a miniseries.
Perfect Works is a miniseries.
Perfect Works is a miniseries.
But I kind of grouped it with the other stuff. But you can just get shit. We have lots of shit. Like,
okay, yeah.
It's
a whole bunch.
evergreen. It's old games. You're gonna, if you subscribe to Patreon, you might want to subscribe for like just 1 month and just try to listen to everything, but you're not going to get through it all because there's so much goddamn shit.
You can just download it all at once and then save it for
later.
later.
You could, but it's a lot of work.
No, it's not. Click on shit.
Well, you don't know what you don't know what stuff like that. What I have to go through to do stuff
I don't.
like that.
No.
Like it's like a mental thing.
Yeah.
Know?
Anyway,
until next time, Eric.
Yes, we will kill God.
And now you may go back to sleep in the bath. Actually, you shouldn't sleep in the bath. It's dangerous. Probably.
Yeah, that's killed a lot of people. Actually, most recently the Cranberries.
Really?
Yeah, she got drunk and fell asleep in the bathtub.
Fuck! I have to listen to the Cranberries the other day. Anyway, good night. You heard it here, folks. Heard it here, folks. First, you heard it here.
Oh boy,
you heard it here first. Too many WAV files. Don't put that many WAV files in my fingertips, Eric. This game successfully conveys a large scale happening. Pimpe. What? What?
What the hell?
Hey, stranger. The name's Joe, but you could call me like... What you looking at? Killing you is going to be easier than I... Ha! Way too slow. You really a gunslinger, friend? I was hoping for a challenge.
Who hired you? The Rodrigo family?
Ha ha ha! You think I could afford to look this good working for them? You are not even worth my time. And I'm pretty fast. Hey, fellas, kill this chump.